Hello, good evening. Here we go. Mass Effect Legendary FemShep Insanity playthrough. We have just arrived at Rift Station. We are here to deal with Benezia, her biotic buddies. So while we're gearing up, I know I'm told that I should say this much more often. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, that stuff. But seriously, you know, I mean, if you're enjoying the playthrough, I hope you are. Do consider, you know, dropping a like and a comment at least. You know, let me know um, how you think I could improve. You know, what you'd like to see, any options, playthroughs, particular missions you like to see done, etc. You know, um, I'm interested in hearing it. I've had a request to do a full Liara romance. Um, for the whole playthrough, so a consistent, proper monogamous um, relationship with Liara. So that's fine. I can do that if people, you know, happy to do that. So, but yeah, still interested in hearing what everyone wants to see out of this playthrough, and maybe for future playthroughs. I enjoy playing this game. I think it's got a lot of replayability. So, you know, I don't intend this to be my last run through. I'd like to stream in future, as I think I've mentioned. So, yeah. Anyway, we should get into it. So here we are. We're at Rift Station, heading down to the hot labs, or up to the hot labs. With Liara and Garrus, the dream team.
Stand down. Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
Can those things work at train's controls?
Hell if I know. I'm not assuming any goddamn thing. Look, you're human and that's enough that I won't shoot, but I'd like to know who you are.
My name's Shepard. I'm a Spectre.
Huh. I won't look a heavily armed horse in the mouth. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out, and he ain't all there anymore. The first we knew, the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
You were taken by surprise and had civilians to protect. You did a good job, Captain.
Yeah? Sure as hell doesn't feel like it. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
Indeed.
I'm not gonna let any of your people die.
All I can do is hold out here and protect the civilians.
There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. Can take you down to the hot labs.
Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
You're certain the matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back here. You came through Central Station, so she ain't there.
Tell me about the structure of the hot labs.
It's built into one of the glaciers further down the mountain. Real old, thick, stable. Something goes wrong, they heat it up and sink it into the ice. Normally, the crew gets to the labs using a tram from Central Station. We've got an elevator that connects directly, but it's for emergency use only.
Listen. I'm not sending my people down there. It's too dangerous. You understand?
Did the aliens come from inside the facility, or did they attack from the outside?
You want my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
Tell me about Rift Station.
I can't talk about everything. What do you need to know?
What kind of research is done here?
Beats me. I'm not supposed to know. So long as people don't start dying, it's not my problem.
Tell me about the defenses here.
Secure enough that you shouldn't poke in corners.
I was just impressed with your operation. Being able to weather a week of assaults is no mean feat.
Only the best get assigned to high-security facilities like this. What impresses me most is the turrets, alarms, and cameras. They're all routed through a central location out by the quarantine labs. One guy can lock down the whole facility. The security hub's the last logical fallback, and we'd have cover from the turrets all the way.
What can you tell me about the aliens?
Ask Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. He's the only Volus left in here.
I need to know more about the situation in the hot labs.
The facility's off the network. The only way to find out would be to send scouts down the elevator, and I won't send my people to their death.
How are your people holding up?
We weren't expecting the initial wave. They made it inside. We lost some good people. Those of us left are short-handed. We've kept order by long shifts and stems. I don't like it, but I don't see an alternative.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that. Hell! Man the perimeter!
Take cover!
Thanks for the help. Every few hours, a group comes up the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
They always attack here? It's an obvious kill zone.
Their only other option is over the mountain and down through the ducts, and they freeze like everyone else. I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
Interesting. Okay. Alright, well, we dealt with that. Let's head in and see what the sitch is, shall we? No goodies here.
You're not gonna go to the hot labs, are you?
Where did they come from? Were they in the lab? I never went in the high security areas.
Weapon lockers? You'd think they'd be making use of this. Tidy. The doozy.
Uncertain. I welcome you. Cautiously, I am curious to know what you're doing here.
I was sent here to find an Asari matriarch.
Surprised? One has visited recently. Furtively. There are rumors she has gone to the hot lab. For now, with forced cheer, I still have a limited supply of equipment to sell.
Let's have a look.
Regretfully, most of my stock is being appropriated by Captain Ventralis.
Ooh. Interesting. Not really sure why I got a... Dr. Palin.
What? No! Sorry, I haven't had much sleep since the attack. Is there something you need?
I'm looking for an Asari.
Asari? Well, there's Dr. Ayalis over there. There's also our guest, Lady Benezia. Captain Ventralis might know where she is.
What sort of work do you do here?
I can't say. I signed a non-disclosure agreement. If we survive, I'd like to keep my job. The location is terrible, but the pay is better than any other commercial lab.
You're not happy on Peak 15?
The outside world doesn't exist here, just walls of ice and rock. There's only the work, the discovery. It's easy to forget why science is guided by ethics. Maybe we're paying for that now.
What do you know
Sounds
about the
pretty
hot
shady.
labs?
Nothing, I didn't work there. As far as I know, Han Olar was the only survivor.
What do you do here?
I'm a toxicologist. I can't talk about my work. Not that I'm doing anything since the accident.
There was an accident here?
I can't talk about what happened. Not here. Too public. Talk to Dr. Cohen in the medical ward. He was the project lead.
I'll talk to you later.
Remember to report any suspicious noises.
So here's what's interesting. There's nothing stopping you going through there, but if you do, you wind up having to fight off all the guards. Found that out the hard way once. So it's good for a renegade playthrough, but it's not for me. We'll head down there in a minute. Let's chat to her next.
What?
You're a member of the science teams.
Recently transferred, yes.
What do you do here?
Molecular genetics. I specialize in biotic-enhanced allele-specific hybridization.
Yeah, that's a bit technical for me.
I am very good at tracking inherited variations in genetic sequences. I'm sure you would find it quite dull.
You seem less upset about this situation than the others.
That is one of the virtues of the meditation you interrupted.
Bitch.
Tell me about yourself.
I am Alestia Alice from the University of Arrayas. Is there anything in particular you want to know, or should I just spout random facts?
Did I interrupt something?
I was meditating. I suppose to a species as brash as yours, it would appear to be inattention.
Bitch.
Do you know Matriarch Benezia?
Why ask me and not your friend?
Because I do not know anything about the matriarch.
Then why would I?
Yep, don't believe
That's
a word
all
of
for
that.
now.
Then I will return to my meditations.
Honestly. Bitch, Asari. Why do I get the feeling I'm going to have to deal with her shortly? Oh, this looks pretty dodgy, doesn't it? Come on in.
What do you want?
I didn't mean to bother you.
No, you did nothing wrong. I'm just distracted.
What happened to these people?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
But you're going to, because I might be able to help.
I'd like to think that the company finds our lives more valuable than their secrets. You know Mira, the VI for Peak 15? She handles the safety protocols for our experiments here.
We reactivated her on our way through Central Station.
That was you? I'm grateful. Until she came online, the automatic equipment wouldn't work. We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment and the quarantine failed. These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
I understand your caution, but I need details. What you say won't go beyond these walls.
It's a bioweapon, based on an exotic life form discovered on the frontier. They wanted something that could kill the creature, but there was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier. We kept working on it and adapted it to affect more species. Thoros B is highly infectious, but can't pass from one person to another, like a biowar attack without a pandemic spread.
It doesn't matter how safe you make it. Biological weapons are illegal.
Militaries, governments, they'll get this kind of weapon one way or another, and we're trying to limit the damage. I know you can't see that.
You made this, but can't cure it. Don't you people take notes?
Our first priority was getting it working. We were close to synthesizing an antidote when Mira went down. Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
Is he right to keep people out?
No, the toxin has a brief period of viability. After that, it breaks down into simple protein chains. But he won't listen to me.
I'll talk to him. Maybe I can convince him to let me try.
I can't ask you to do this officially, but if you can do anything, I'd appreciate it.
What will it take to get the cure for these people?
The quarantine labs are near the science team's quarters. Once you're in there, look for our notes. It should just be a matter of following our processes.
Talk to you later.
I hope you can do something.
Well, okay. So they made a bioweapon. They allowed quarantine to be entirely reliant on a VI that died. That no less had a failsafe that could shut it down. So the failsafe failed not safe. Brilliant. And yeah, didn't bother to make an antidote. Amazeballs.
Something you need?
I've heard about the problems in the quarantine lab. I'd like to recover the toxin cure.
God, I wish we could help those guys. I really do, but we can't risk contamination now.
We're not part of your defense plans. We're consuming extra rations, extra metagel.
Yeah, but you also have extra guns. Alright, you want to gamble with your life, you're not under my command. I'll have the guard let you in, but he'll lock the door behind you. He'll run a full scan before he'll let you out. If there are any anomalies, you stay in there.
Those are reasonable precautions.
I'll radio ahead to let the guard know. Good luck.
Right then.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
I've got work to do. I have got work to do. Why do I get the feeling there used to be something there? No. Never mind. Let's get down to quarantine and see what kind of weird shit's going on down there. Doo-doo-doo.
You came to find out about them, didn't you?
You mean those things out there?
Yes. I'm the only survivor from the hot lab, you know.
I need to know more about those things out there.
About the Rachni?
Rachni? That's preposterous.
Where did they come from?
They found it in a derelict ship. An egg. Waiting since the last battles. They brought it here.
Shut up! God, you want to get us killed?
I don't have any control over who lives or dies here. Do you?
If you're gonna be crazy, be the quiet kind.
Crazy? I'm sane. God, am I sane?
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
I told you all I can. We brought the Rachni back from the dead. In retrospect, a bad decision.
No shit.
I heard you were at the hot labs. How did you make it out alive?
I killed her.
Who?
Dr. Zonmua. We were going to lunch when the alarms went off. I ran into the tram, and I closed the doors. She banged on the window once, then they sliced her to pieces. Her head came apart like a melon. I closed the door. I killed her.
Tell me what you know. I'll make your survival mean something.
You think I want absolution? There is none.
Could Matriarch Benezia survive in the hot labs?
It's possible. The specimens were sensitive to biotics.
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, it's time to... I seem to remember we have something of a close quarters battle coming up. And I want to be able to lay down some pain, frankly. So let's have a look what we got. I think that's probably the best one here. 192, so there's one... Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so what I'm going to be doing, I think, is... I have to say, I'm regretting a little bit my choice of specialization. Like, I thought that playing an Insanity run, I would need the most health and armor and combat ability that I could possibly have. And for the most part, that's kind of been true, but I'm kind of thinking that actually, the way I've been playing, Infiltrator would have been a better option because I'd have had a load of tech abilities. And they still have medium armor, and frankly, I've been using assault rifles and sniper rifles for most of this playthrough, and really, high-level pistols can push out just as much DPS as assault rifles. I mean, you can really rapid-fire those things, and sniper rifles are made for the Infiltrator. So yeah, that was a mistake, I think. I'm just wondering whether I should be leveling up pistols and moving into shotguns as well, but I don't want to evenly spread my points around all 4 weapons when really I'm only using a couple. Frustratingly, if I could put into one more, it would be shotguns, but you can't do shotguns without putting at least 4 points into pistols, which is just frustrating.
You're not part of the crew.
I have Ventralis' permission to go in there.
Yeah, he radioed. He also said you have to prove you're not contaminated to get out. You got a death wish? You should stand watches on the barricade.
Okay. Right. Gonna need... Come back to that med kit. 4 chemicals, mix in precise quantities. Okay. Hey? Oh.
Your mission ends here, Shepard.
Ambush.
What happened to Ventralis's man?
I didn't have permission to come in. He got in my way. I was ordered to eliminate you should the opportunity arise. And here you are, trapped in this lab. Weapons free!
Okay. Job done. I expected that to be a bit harder with a close run. Close quarters with them, but looks like you're dead. That sucks.
They came out of there.
You mean the inorganics the Asari had with her?
Benezia brought them with her.
How can I get into the maintenance area?
A team lead would have access. Like Dr. Cohen. He's in the medical bay.
I'll be leaving now.
I'll be leaving now. Right. Kill the scientists. Get access to maintenance. Smack around a few more Asari biotic commandos.
Is that the cure? You did it?
That Asari scientist, the one in the mess hall? She just tried to kill us.
Alestia? That's unbelievable. I don't know much about her. She arrived a month ago. One of the shareholders pulled strings to get her here.
Let me guess. Saren the Spectre.
Yes. I think that was the name. I don't pay attention to the other research teams. Look, the guards, they've been more on edge since you got here. I think they were expecting you. And there are more labs in the back. The guards won't even let me back there. Just people with clearance.
What about the maintenance area? Do you have access to that?
The maintenance area? Yes. Take my pass. But there's just snow back there. Let me see that file. An extension on Phelps' work? I thought he was on the right track. I can't thank you enough that... Oh, God, what a cliche. You saved their lives. Do you know that?
Got any Medigel? I don't need any Medigel.
That's what I'm here for. Forget about it.
I need to administer this. Thanks again.
Alrighty then. So, where's maintenance then? back down here, I think. I think that's what I did last in one of my previous playthroughs. I assumed maintenance was that secure area, so I went in there, and like suddenly all hell breaks loose, and I wound up having to shoot and kill Ventralis and all his buddies, which was a bit renegade, really. Yeah. Okay. Toity. Benezia herself. If only you could just snipe her right here. Right. Let's see how we do.
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. I won't be moved by sympathy, no matter who you bring into this confrontation.
Liara's here because she wants to be, not because I asked her to.
Indeed. What have you told her about me, Liara?
What could I say, Mother? That you're insane? Evil? Should I explain how to kill you? What could I say?
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
I can't believe you'd kill your own daughter.
I now realize I should have been stricter with her.
Yes, clearly being more strict would have been the right thing to do. Oh joy. Sorry, Commandos. Yay, Geth. Where are they? One down. Come on, stick your head out. Oh, not good, not good, not good, not good. Bloody sniper hiding in the corner there. Where are they coming from? She's getting tired. Good. Benezia to deal with now. Or are there more around there? Might be someone else around here. Let's go around this way. See who's left. Yep, there we go.
This is not over. Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
The Rachni didn't cooperate with you. Why should I?
I will not betray him. You will... You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions briefly, but the indoctrination is strong.
Are you saying he brainwashed you?
People are not themselves around Saren. You come to idolize him, worship him. You would do anything for him. The key is Sovereign, his flagship. It is a dreadnought of incredible size, and its power is extraordinary.
Sovereign's not like other ships. Where did it come from?
I cannot say. The Geth did not build it. Its technology is far more advanced than that of any known species. The longer you stay aboard, the more Saren's will seems correct. You sit at his feet and smile as his words pour into you. It is subtle at first. I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead, I became a willing tool, eager to serve. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
How does something that big go missing?
4,000 years ago, a star nearby went supernova. The shockwave propelled the relay out of its system, but did not damage it. Its precise vector and speed are impossible to determine. As millennia passed, the nebula created by the nova enveloped the relay. It is difficult to find any cold object in interstellar space, particularly something swathed in hot dust and radiation.
Someone on Novaria found it?
2,000 years ago, the Rachni inhabited that region of our galaxy. They discovered the relay. The Rachni can share memories across generations. Queens inherit the knowledge of their mothers. I took the location of the relay from the Queen's mind. I was not gentle.
How did the Rachni find it?
They searched, patiently. They are territorial creatures, driven to close any possible way into their systems.
Why does Saren need the Mu relay?
He believes it will lead him to the conduit. I would tell you more if I could, but Saren did not share his counsel with me. I was merely a servant to his cause.
You can still make it right. Give me the information.
I was not myself, but I should have been stronger. I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Knowing the relay's coordinates is not enough. Do you know where he planned to go from there?
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived.
Bum bum bum.
You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should. Oh, you should.
Mother, don't leave. Fight him.
You've always made me proud, Liara. Die.
Oh, not good, not good. Oh, for God's sake. God damn it, Liara, get out of the way, let me kill your mother.
I cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Shepard.
Hold on. We've got metagel. Maybe we can...
No. He is still in my mind. I am not entirely myself. I never will be again.
Mother.
Good night, little wing. I will see you again with the dawn. Novaria. They always said there would be a...
That's a big bug. Okay. So, what do we think? Are we going to save
This
the
one
Rachni?
serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
Musics? What?
Your way of communicating is strange. Flat. It does not color the air. When we speak, one moves all. We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
Did you order your people to kill the science team?
No, we were locked away here. The children are beyond our songs. They have been lost to silence. The children we birthed were stolen from us before they could learn to sing. They are lost to silence. And their suffering, they cannot be saved. They will only cause harm as they are.
I don't understand. Why are your children killing people?
These needlemen, they stole our eggs from us. They sought to turn our children into beasts of war, claws with no songs of their own. Our elders are comfortable with silence. Children know only fear if no one sings to them. Fear has shattered their minds.
I understand. A child left alone in a closet until she is 16 would not be sane.
If you're sure they can't be saved.
It is lamentable, but necessary. Do what you must. Before you deal with our children, we stand before you. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
The Rachni were a threat to the galaxy. Those tanks are filled with acid. If she gets out of hand, they dissolve her.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No, I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers to resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke in this place, the last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
See, the plot hole I see in that is that if Rachni have to be sung to be sane as they grow up to adulthood, and she was an egg and the last remaining Rachni, even as a queen, unborn, why was she able to pick up and be sane? And I don't know, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but it's a nice story.
I won't destroy your entire race. You'll go free.
You will give us the chance to compose anew. We will remember. We will sing of your
Complete
forgiveness
Novaria.
to our children.
See, it's not quite true, is it? Because we still have to purge this place of all her crazy, crazy children. Right. Let's get all our goodies, because I'm pretty sure there's goodies to be had. Might be wrong. I'm sure there were goodies back in the day. That's where I'm going. I'm going that way. Am I wrong? Must be wrong. I'm sure there used to be goodies in there. Okay. I think I'm going there. Am I going there? Or am I going... I must be, right? Because this is where I came in originally. So I've come up from the... So I came up from there. That was the way I came in originally. That is back to Ventralis's lot. So this must be where I'm going. So we're going to go down there. I'm going to wipe out the rest of the Rachni. And all will be well. Hopefully. Queen's off to go and restart her race.
Are you here to secure the situation?
How are you holding up?
You must listen to me. If we do not contain our mistake, they will drop bombs from the battle stations. You understand?
You let these things out?
I am only following the orders. Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
1,000-year-old egg hatched?
Yes. Very tough to be so long frozen. That it survived the centuries. This is miraculous. Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Rachni are uncontrollable.
This is fascinating, but we don't have time to chat.
These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira the strength.
Okay. Which way am I going? This way, I think. Okay, we have purge codes.
Connected. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Mumble something.
Code input 875020079. Code Omega local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
That doesn't seem like very long. You think you'd... Okay, that's not good. Use overkill. Stop getting in my way, boys. Okay, let's get out of here before everything blows up on us. Tidy. Okay, we are done. Novaria done. Go team.
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu relay?
The Mu relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the commander resign when I wasn't looking?
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
Look, this is a tough mission. We're all on edge. Everyone go get some rest. Crew dismissed.
Novaria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch it through to the Council?
Yep.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Let's hear what they've got to say.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Novaria?
And then released the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
This queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard. Our children's children will pay the price if you're not.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
Okay. Right then, let's head down here. Caden, how you doing, mate?
Commander, do you have a minute?
I always make time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for a lost mass relay to who knows where, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't
I'm
want
sure
to
we've
believe
had this
anything's
conversation.
wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. I mean, it's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled. And the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
Well, well. You're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice. Maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Seems like you beat the odds. How many didn't make it?
Out of 100, maybe 60 have no effect. 30 suffer adverse effects, little things like brain cancer. The other 10 show enough ability to augment with implants. Not always permanent, though. Not like the cancer. Next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero. And how's a kid supposed to deal with that? A station at the edge of human space.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
We've had this conversation. Come on, I'm sure this wasn't must be a bug or something.
This was supposed to be a casual debrief.
Definitely had this conversation with him.
About stuff that happened years ago.
You're right, I'm not interested. Go away.
We have to depend on each other in combat. I like knowing what kind of man I have at my back.
I understand, ma'am. I won't let you down. You, make a habit of getting this personal with everyone?
Of course. But I don't enjoy it with everyone. We'll talk again later.
I'll need some time to process that, Commander. But, yeah, I'd like that.
Stop looking at me like that, Caden. You're being weird. Right. Liara. Here's my lady.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Definitely had these conversations with...
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers. But I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau. I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha, you share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
I don't know if I just failed to save after doing all this talk and stuff. I don't know, but I definitely had this conversation.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Okay. Well, normally that would have been my second or third good conversation with Liara, so I'm not sure how that'll impact the romance relationship thing, because usually you have to talk to them regularly, build up that rapport, say the right things, and relationship happens. And if it has failed to save that from my previous conversation.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head up?
Yeah, see, it hasn't saved any of these conversations.
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Not right now, thanks.
No problem. Keep checking back.
Right, I got... I'll catch up with the talking with these guys. Oh, no, I really do need to do this. Because if you don't talk to them, you don't get their loyalty missions, I don't think.
Working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things. At CSEC, you're buried by rules.
Oh, I can skip with X, that's good.
Always on your back.
For the most part, the rules.
Maybe. If I'm trying
Right.
to take down, but CSEC wants it done their way.
So
Protocol and
this
procedure
conversation,
come
all these
first.
conversations were in part, I want to say 2.
So you just quit.
So
There's more to it.
if you do want to
Didn't
know
start out.
what I said,
CSEC's handling
that's where it is.
yeah,
I don't want to go over this again.
I just couldn't take it anymore.
I hope you made the right
Well,
choice.
that's sort of either way. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done mine.
If getting the job.
I wasn't trying to.
Because
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk?
Sure. I was hoping to get a minute of your time off the record.
I keep an open door policy.
I know things are... With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access?
They may not serve
This
the
is the... I don't think we should... Engines, sensors, weapons...
You don't trust the Alliance?
I'm not... We... Humanity. I mean... Have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Standing up for ourselves.
I don't think we should... As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are
You
against...
get a pessimist.
Look, if you're... It's not racism, not really. Members of their species...
These seem like deeply held beliefs.
My family's defended the... My father... I guess we just tend to think of Earth centrists as our own.
It doesn't sound like you've worked...
No, ma'am. I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
That's odd. Your record is spotless and your technical scores are exemplary. You should be serving with the fleet.
Anyway, that's why I have...
Alright, I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're gonna have to work with aliens.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how.
I don't think kissing Turians will be necessary.
You never know, Commander.
What's your opinion of the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right? They were dangerous, Commander. They proved that 2,000 years ago. I think it was a mistake to let them go. But that wasn't my call to make. It was yours. You know, you really should talk to Tisoni about her mom. She has to be hurting. Just saying, Commander.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Rex.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no... Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogans live.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out
I heard about that.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much...
An infection. And I suppose it's destroying your entire... I don't expect you to understand. But don't...
I was just making...
You're ignorant. As for the genophage infected us. But it's not what's killing.
Are you people...
We're too spread out. None of
Lots of species.
So we leave. Hire ourselves out.
What can you tell me about this?
All I know, every Krogan is infected. Every one.
Why don't the Krogan try to find...
What? That? It's just who we are, Shepard.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Okay.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard.
I know.
I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful.
The Normandy's approaching.
I have to thank you again for bringing me along.
I had no idea.
But some of the fleet's larger vessels date all...
I can't believe
it. But some things we just can't make on our own.
She's a real talker, is our Tally. As I said, I went through all this in part 2, so if you miss that, that's where to get all this, so I don't want to put you through it again.
Fortunately, most...
But I find it useful
It's a safeguard that served us well.
to go through it, at least once, because you get the backstory, which is really important, and it's such a rich game with such lore. It's always worth listening to, but also you build the rapport with the characters, and I think this is the best thing about Mass Effect. You build this rapport, you speak to them, the more you talk to them, the more likely they are to,
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in...
What made them rebel?
you know, to help, to become loyal, to become...
This caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about
And it, you know, it can affect the playthrough, like, quite massively in some regards.
Went out across all Quarian control.
Hey, you can't blame...
We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never...
It's hard to feel.
Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
I didn't mean to offend you.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so worked up. Most Quarians tend to have pretty strong...
I want to know more about...
This is presented as a gift to the captain.
Can a captain...
It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community.
Can a captain...
It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community.
I want to talk about...
Like what? See you later.
Right, we're done. We're all up to date. We don't have to go through Tally's life story again. Now hopefully we can catch up. So that should have been the second round of conversations, really. So we should have been getting the next discussions in with Liara and the rest. So what I might now do is, I realised that I forgot to... Let's do the planet scanning around.
We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
I'll take it in the comm room.
Interesting. So yeah, I can't remember what this actually is, but the plan is I'll scan this, the Horsehead Nebula, get what's available to be had in this area, head back to the Citadel. I do need to speak to Nasana Dantius because I forgot to when I was back there, and then I'll speak to the team again, and hopefully that will catch me up in the conversations that I need, and begin the sort of Liara romance. Yeah.
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
I'll take all the help I can get.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
You mean spies?
Spectres tend to attract attention, Commander, but they are only one arm of the Council. Special task groups are often a better option for monitoring developing situations.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard.
Of course.
We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
So Vermeer is advances the main story forward. So you should do you should do all the other missions before you do Vermeer, basically, because it sort of sets the story moving onto the next phase of the story. So let's I can't honestly remember if I planet scanned this system or not in the end. But either I did or there's nothing in it. I'm sure I didn't go here though, so let's go there. There's definitely something in the Strennis system to work out. It's a
Commander,
cool
urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations.
One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
Are you telling me this computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems. We didn't do anything illegal here. Virtual intelligence support is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
Don't worry, Admiral. I'll take that thing out.
I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
Good luck. Fine. Sounds like fun. Survey. League of One. Marvelous. Intitara. Survey. Helium 3. Nice. Trellin, I'm pretty sure, is the one we land on, so... Nuclear engine drive to Xiaowin. Looks like I was wrong. Nothing there. Nothing there. Right, let's go find out what old, what's his name on the Citadel's brother got up to before he got dead, more than likely. Because the SSV, the SSJ Majesty was... Let's do Rex and Tally, maybe? Liara and Tally? Should we go a squishy unit? Yeah, let's do that. Let's try the... Let's take the girls down. Girl power. Quite a lot going on here, isn't there? Don't remember this planet. Don't know what's going on here. So we've got that one. Let's back over here to the other anomaly. Anomaly and mineral deposit. That's good. Oh. No, let's get that next. Wait, did that not? Okay. Oh, Jesus God. Another one of these bloody things. Eek. No! Time to go, time to go, time to go. Come on, this is so hard to dodge these things. Come on. That definitely dodged that. Oh, man, Threshing Moors are absolute bastards on Insanity. Oh, come on, wrong button again. We are, So there's Turian wreckage to deal with there, which we've done. So it's just an anomaly up there and a camp up there, right. Meant to tag that. Anomaly, then the camp, then we're done. Between each sort of planet scan or excursion, EVA, whatever we're going to call it, I'll speak to the team, Liara specifically, to make sure that building that relationship, because obviously something happened. I'm guessing perhaps I didn't save. I mean, with autosave on, I've never had that problem before. With autosave on, I don't normally have to think about it, but yeah, I'm guessing that the conversations we had in part 2 obviously didn't actually save, so that's a bit frustrating. Should be able to rectify it. Whoop. Oh, come on. Still got to do the actual anomaly. I forgot. I got distracted by the element. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. There's a reasonably serious Geth trap there. Because what is that? 4 armatures. Why are you... No. Get those shields up. For any more? I think there is one more, isn't there? Yes, there you are. Dealt with. Right. Okay, let's get to that outpost. Ooh. More elements. What do they call it? Deposits. That's it. Palladium, ID. Oh, come on, get around. Right then. What's that? This is quite a well-armed outpost. Okay. Girl power, let's see how we do on this. I'm kind of used to having Rex or Tally here, so... sorry, Rexor. Oh shit. Oh, that's not good. You guys are just gonna hide up there, really? Oh god, I hope this isn't the one with the Oh no, it's not. It's okay. Yeah, I had a nasty feeling suddenly that there's a mission in one of these. Here, you pick up a get the words out, Paul. You pick up. There's an opportunity to get a ceremonial Krogan armor for Rex. It's his loyalty mission essentially, but he's got to be there with you. If you come here, not here, but you know, to that mission without him, you just discard it as a piece of old junk that doesn't matter. And that is a problem later on. And I can never remember which one it is, so to be absolutely certain, I may have to start bringing Rex along, because it would be extremely bad news not to get that bit of armor, for reasons that will become clear to those who haven't played through. It is quite important to get that armor. Let's head down and see if we can advance any conversations here.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
We don't have the luxury of time, and Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is
150?
True. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what you did during the Blitz. It was a remarkable display of courage and heroism.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you, to understand what made you into the woman you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
Are you sure you're interested in me, or is it my visions of the Protheans?
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Lieutenant Alenko.
You're female! It's not serious.
The Lieutenant and I are just friends. Nothing more.
My mistake, then. I am not as adept at understanding human relationships as I thought. But what about us, Shepard? Is there a mutual attraction, or was I wrong about that too?
We are attracted to Liara.
You were right. There is something between us.
I knew it, and I knew you felt it too. But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you? We have only known each other a short time. We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
These things never make sense. They just happen and we get swept up in the storm.
You make it sound so chaotic, so dangerous.
I'll keep you safe.
I am not looking for a protector. This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. I need some time.
Take all the time you need, Liara. I'll be here.
Thank you, Shepard. Let's just talk about something else for now.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Goodbye, Liara. Right, we're back on track there then. That's good. That's a bit of a relief.
Do you have some time to talk now, Commander?
Let's hear it, Lieutenant. I'm always open to my officers.
We've played it pretty close to the book so far, but we're a long way from backup. We've got some tough calls to make. I'm just saying, try to leave yourself a way out. I've seen what cutting corners can do, and I'd hate to have that happen to you, Shepard. Commander.
This a personal observation, Caden?
I don't want to step on anyone else's toes, especially if you're if I have misread your interests.
Right, we don't want to be mean to him, but let's be honest, we've committed to Liara.
I don't think you should be prying into my affairs.
There's my answer then. I'm sorry to have bothered you, Commander. I got some mixed signals. With your permission, I should return to my duties.
Sorry, Caden. I like you, mate, but hey, we're all cleared up now, no ambiguity. That's what we need. So, there is a question coming up. Won't be in this part. Probably won't even... No, it won't be in the next part either, because the next part's going to be Ferros, where a decision needs to be made. Now, I'm not going to spoil it, because it's pretty big, but... No, I can't ask without spoiling it. 99+% of people here are going to know exactly what I'm talking about, but I might be putting out a poll about, say, who our favourite companions are. Given my current viewing numbers, I don't suppose anyone will answer it or will particularly mind. But I'll put it out there so that my viewers can have a choice. Have a choice.
Why did you want to be a CSEC
I'm interested to
officer in
know
the first
who
place?
people like.
It's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
Garrus, you'd have been a pretty epic Spectre, though, to be fair.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, C-Sex rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
So you do actually shape how Garrus... It's fairly minor, but you do shape Garrus's opinion on things, the way you handle these conversations. You can, if you're Renegade, you can make him... It changes the way he reacts as the series goes on to things. It's sort of whether he's a goody two-shoes like you, Paragon, or, you know, badass. Well, he's always, to be fair, he's always a badass, but sometimes he, you know, if you go more renegade and more encouraging the Spectres, he becomes a little more renegade himself, which is quite
Commander?
cool.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
The damage is done, Williams.
Oh, shoot me now. One of my sisters. That's Sarah, the youngest. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I met Chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
You're lucky to have a close family.
Sorry, I forgot about your family situation.
Yeah, tactful.
Or lack thereof. Relax, Williams. I've dealt with it.
Asked me to clear a bunker of armed hostiles? No problem. Dealing with the foot in my mouth? Not so good with that. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did. Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen Hellwire away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
Boys, no control. Well, there's something to that, I guess, but I'm going to go with no means no.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Element of truth
Mike
there
thought
too.
they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice.
No, yeah, I got that.
Didn't
Sorry.
Like it.
What?
She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the. They do great things to her figure, though.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
Tennyson? Really? That's pretty old school.
I didn't know you liked classical literature.
Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
I thought you said he was dead.
You know, from heaven, wherever that is. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Everyone has the right to believe what they want. Says so in the Alliance Charter, only with fancier words.
I'm glad you're open-minded about it. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am?
Quite. Everyone is entitled to their beliefs. Totally agree with that. Personally, I look at space and would love to look at space the way they get to look at it. Doesn't make me think God. But definitely wonder.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
So long, Rex. Right, we don't need to speak to Telly again, there's not much. Oh, let's have a quick chat with her, make sure she's cool. If I remember rightly, she's struggling to sleep.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me. Especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth, it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them, but maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually, but we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I should go.
I should go.
See you later.
Who says that? It's something of a Shepherd meme, but you know, like who ends a conversation? You ever ended a conversation like chatting to your family or friends and you finish up with, "I should go," or "That's all." Right then, we should go though. We should go to the Citadel, speak to Nasana Dantius, Emily Wong, and Who was the other? Local cluster is Earth. We will need to go. Might stick our head back to Artemis Tower at some point just to make sure there's nothing guarding Baines, and then we've got to do a lot of planet scanning because Pharos is the last main mission before Vermeer, and I have to clean up a lot of these planets. But we can rattle through them quite quickly. Argus Rho, Gemini Sigma, Hades Gamma, yeah, okay. So let's back to the Citadel. It seems like a long, slow process, planet scanning, but I don't know. I like to do it. I like to complete and get as much of it as I can, but I don't like to keep going back to the same systems and checking this planet and going away and coming back, checking that planet. I like to complete them in one hit where possible. So, you know, it's about being thorough and getting it all done in one go, really. It's the way I do it. So, Nasana Dantius. We've got to speak to Emily Wong. I've already got all the gases I need. Lots of rare earths still to get. Yeah, okay. Helena Blake, we haven't done all her stuff yet, but we don't have to do that. That's not the Citadel. Okay, yeah, so there's really not much going on there. Pretty much done everything in the Citadel. I know I've said that a few times and then realised I've had to go back there, but this should be a pretty fleeting visit, and then we shouldn't have to shouldn't have to come back here very often again now. There's one major return we have to do in the story.
Equalizing interior pressure with
Where we head
exterior
back here
atmosphere.
after Vermeer.
Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
But yeah.
Reporter Kalisa Al-Jilani recently attempted to land an interview with Commander Shepard, the first human Spectre. Commander Shepard answered difficult questions, demonstrating that under that military uniform is a keen diplomatic mind. We'll have exclusive footage later today.
Bum bum bum. A keen diplomatic mind that caused some degree of political embarrassment by talking about a mission when she shouldn't have. But hey, oops. Presidium locations. Citadel Tower. Ah! That's right, I've got to speak to the bloke up here as well. Tell him that his brother's sadly dead.
I'm already getting readings. This is gonna make a great story. Thank you so much for your help. Here, this is everything I've got from my publisher's budget.
It was no problem. Good luck with your story. It deserves to be heard.
I appreciate your support. I hope this will save some lives in the long run. Thanks again for your help. I'm gonna show this to my publisher.
Right, that's that done. Koku's not there, he's gone. We've had his stressy message, haven't we?
Any news? Did you find my brother yet?
I found your brother's body. His ship was attacked by privateers.
Willem's dead? I guess I should have expected this. When his ship dropped out of contact, I just knew. But I kept hoping he might still be alive.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you for finding him. It's better to know one way or the other. That's what they say, right? Please excuse me. I need to go make arrangements for his funeral.
Right, okay. The Sanadantius, before I forget again. And then that's probably going to be us for the evening. So next up will be a real big run of planet scanning, I think. And you know, that makes it sound, it's not like in other games where you just sort of fire a probe and all that lot. You really do get to explore these worlds. So it's quite interesting stuff. But I don't think I'm going to do Ferros in the next part. I am going to visit more of the worlds and get some of those side missions done, because I don't want to go storming through without doing them. You can definitely complete the game without it, but you get so many cool bits and pieces from the side missions. It's just really good, and it's the meat of the game, really, the side missions, in my view. So I'll be doing that, and I'll do the lunar mission, so going to the local cluster and dealing with the VI there as well.
Commander Shepard, I am Nasana Dantius. I'm glad you're here. I must talk to you about my sister Dahlia. She's been kidnapped by slavers.
Dahlia's dead, Nasana, and I know she was blackmailing you.
And I was all set to try to manipulate you into hunting her down for me. But I guess that won't be necessary now, will it?
You wanted your sister dead?
If people found out my sister was a criminal, I'd be considered a security risk. They'd revoke my clearance, or place me on administrative leave until she was apprehended. I shall transfer a little something into your account as a token of my appreciation. I'm sure you'll find the amount satisfactory.
You're a diplomat on her way up the ranks. Could be handy to have a Spectre who owes you a favor.
You make a good point. Anyone can come up with credits, but I can give you authorization to purchase prototype Asari mods. I will get you added to our manufacturer's preferred client list. I think you'd be very interested in what they have available. Goodbye, Shepard. It has been a pleasure doing business with you.
So from memory, what that gets you is extra options in the... it gives you a license, basically, for the Normandy seller, the bloke, the requisitions officer on the Normandy. So that is always good. Right, I'm just going to pop to the markets, find a seller that I never buy anything from, and sell all my crap. Because, my god, we've got quite a lot of crap here, and I want the money. The money's more useful. So, and I don't like, like the merchants I actually buy from. It's just annoying to have it all clogged up.
For your return to the colonies?
Because when you sell stuff, it stays in their inventory, and it's like,
excellent.
I don't want to see all my crap old items I got rid of. So, sell. I'll keep them. I'll keep the version 5 stuff. Sell that. Gladiator 5 armor. That might be good for... Money, 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 money. Much stuff is here. Guardian armor. Yeah, that's not as good as what I've got, and nobody else can wear it except possibly Ashley. Sell it. Sell it. $21,056. Sell it. How am I doing? 457,000. Not too bad. CSEC. So the goal here really is to get the Spectre requisition weapons, which are by vastly, vastly long way the best weapons in the game. Like, it's not really a debatable thing, they just are much better. Now, there's 2 levels.
Hello, Commander.
7 and 10, I think.
I'll open the rare stocks for
you can't get
Commander.
10 till quite
Enjoy.
late on in the game, but these ones, yeah, 7s. Sorry, that's the Onyx armor, medium armor. But that sniper rifle is badass, frankly. Look at it, 304, so that'll wipe me out. Shotgun, an assault rifle, and pistol. 142. So can I? 142.50 versus and 237. So I should be able to get the assault rifle and the pistol. I can't get. What have I got left? 77. Yeah. So I don't have the money for anything else, but. I mean, look at the difference. So, yeah, I'll be taking that. And I will be... taking that. And I will be... Oh. Maybe I shouldn't have sold all of those things. Oh well. And then you look at the pistol. Oh my god, the pistol. That is a good pistol. I should really give it to my team. I haven't used a pistol throughout this entire playthrough. Look at the difference. 6 seconds of solid shooting. I just... I'll take the Raikou for now. More points, this is good. Increases health and immunity. I've given most of my other team members first aid, so I won't focus on that just yet. Maybe I should be giving myself pistols. I'll tell you, it's such a tank. Right, if I get him all his points into fitness as well, the guy is like, he's just completely immortal, more or less. Tally. You just wait till you see that assault rifle.
A research station on Novaria has reportedly been destroyed. The exact cause is currently unknown. Given the research conducted on Novaria, many are blaming the destruction on an experiment gone awry. Administrator Anoleus currently faces criminal charges as a result of the disaster, although the nature of the charges remains unclear.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to save up, call it quits there. So, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. This is a slightly longer part, I think. I think we're getting on to 2.5 hours, maybe even 3. So,
Decontamination in progress.
yeah. Like, subscribe, comment, let us know how we're going.
The commanding officer is aboard.
Yeah, next
XO
part will
Presley
be
stands
sort of
relieved.
further exploring the galaxy, further building up those relationships, talking to the team, and I'll be doing the mission in the local cluster as well. So we'll be going to the moon and dealing with the rogue VI there. Don't need that. Save completed. Right, there we go. Right, thanks everyone. Join us again soon.